There were some celebrities you did.
Did like Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
He was a fucking asshole, bro.
Oh, no way.
There you go.
Thank you. Boy, I appreciate that one.
No stress, bro.
That's insane.
You know the vibes, let's get it. We are back with another banger. Bam, bam, bam. And so the bombs. I don't think we have an editor like that, but who cares, man? You know what it is? Hey, I'm telling you, this episode's gonna be going crazy. But before we get to it, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Let us know how you're feeling, how you're vibing. If you think it's a dead episode, if you think it's crazy, just let us know, please. We love the feedback, we love the energy, and maybe one of you fans can be like MASH and get on board with us here at the Family of Talking Trophies. No, but hey, shout out. Hey, Raybo's missing, but it doesn't matter because your boy's better. But anyway, yo, sneak this. Hey, I'm telling you, this episode actually features a friend, man. I'm saying a high school friend. So hey, he's a vet. He was a year level above. I was a little younger. You can say I was a little bro, but hey. This is my boy, Moey Eltom, one of the best creators in Melbourne. Let's get it. Didn't you give yourself a little intro?
What's up? What's good? I'm Moey Eltom. I'm a videographer, director, creator, artist, whatever you want to call me. I'm the man to go to. So I'm excited here. I'm with Damian, like high school.
Yeah, high school, like 3073 high school.
Like,
yeah.
It's crazy.
It's been ages. Now, how you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good.
Hey, but before we get to it, we actually got to do a quick segment, man. A quick segment. This morning, as you know, we received the news, like rest in peace, Pharrell Williams. It's crazy.
Pharrell died?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Nah, I'll play it, bro.
Going good. I was going in silent mode.
He was like, Pharrell died. No, man. Hey, but tell us, what's been happening? What's in the life of Moey right now? We've been featuring some of this. Like, tell us a bit about it. Tell us a bit the heart behind it. What's the vision? What's the dream when it comes to your visual arts?
Man, it's something new to me. It's a new journey.
Yeah.
I started from like videos, videography, filming videography and stuff. So now like digital art is a new thing, and like just creating, it's a whole new journey, and it's been like crazy, honestly, because everybody's like, wow, like what's this?
They show love to us because it's new, it's different, it's a new wave.
It's new, exactly.
Yeah.
And I get different audiences every day. It's I can get from an old person to a young person. Yeah. So now just doing this is like, it's a whole new journey, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and so I don't know what to say to you.
You've been promoting it, I reckon, for about a year now, like, because you had about a gallery. Was it a year ago, that outdoor gallery? Was that some event? Leezy hosted it? Yeah. So tell us about that.
That was crazy, man. Like, he actually just hit me up and was like, yo, bro, I'm doing an event. Would you like showcase your artwork? Yeah. I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I'll just do it, And then came about it, and I was like, all right, cool. And then that was my first pop-up. Yeah. I made like so much sales, and I was like, that's cool. And then I was like,
oh, you were selling at the event?
I was selling.
Okay, I thought you were just showcasing.
I was showcasing and selling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so,
okay.
Because people were like, hey, I want to buy it. Yeah. And then I was like, all right, but I didn't expect it.
Of course.
But people bought it, and then I was like, yo, okay, this is something. Yeah. This is something. And then even just getting deep into it now, like fully getting deep into it, is something else. But
what's your heart behind it? Like when you sketch something up or when you make something out of it, like what's the dream, what's the goal? Like, do you want people to feel a type of way? Do you want people just to look at it and be like, this is sick, I want to hang it up just because it looks cool? Or is there something deeper behind it?
It's like deeper. Yeah. It's deeper. I want them to tell me what it means to them.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, that's all I want. Like, because I've gotten like some weird ass stories. Yeah. You're like fucking weird, bro. Like,
say one of them, bro. You gotta take one of these stories at least.
One of them, like I had a girl drawn, and she's got her hair getting braided. Yeah. And then one lady, she came up to me and she's like, oh yeah, that relates to me. And I was like, oh yeah, why does that relate to you? She's like, because I shaved my hair one day. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I shaved it and I liked it. And I was like, okay, cool.
Like, okay. Just random stuff. But
just random shit. Like, I'm just like, cool.
And what was your heart behind the photo?
Mine was like, you gotta, like, the identity of your hair means a lot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a deeper. it was meant to, how can I say, like, it was meant to empower like people with black hair. You know, say to them, just wear whatever you want to, whatever style it is. It's your identity at the end of the day. So don't be ashamed. But somebody came to me talking about they shouldn't.
They're saying they're born now.
Yeah,
it's like Raver.
You know, it's interesting, but you know, it's interesting, but it's like it's cool to hear these stories as well. So that's what I want. I want people to tell their stories as much as I'm telling the story myself. Yeah,
that's great. And like, what made you want to dive into this area, this realm? Like, what made you want to start doing it like this? Because did you used to just sketch on a canvas?
Yeah.
Or this was that like your vibe?
Well, when I was younger, I used to draw. I never put it out there.
Yeah.
You know,
low key. Just kept it to yourself.
Yeah, because
nice.
I was like, everybody can draw. Anybody can draw. You know. So I was like to myself, I was like, nah, this is cool, but I want to do something different. So then eventually, over time, like during the lockdown, we were stuck. And I was like, fuck, man, what am I gonna do? I can't do videos. Nice. I can't do shit, you know. So then I just wanted to get into this whole digital aspects of it. And then I jumped into online, and then I searched what I needed, the equipment, the program and all that. And then eventually I was just drawing. I was just like, fuck it. And then, that's what made me.
Before you were drawing, I remember back in the day, you used to be doing music videos for people. You're doing all of that. So tell us about that, like that kind of journey. Like, how was that? Because that was when you were fresh out of school as well. You know, working around, you're killing it, you know, the videography thing, bro. And that's how it happened, bro. So how'd that work?
Man, there's stories of that too, bro. Crazy stories. Like, in high school, I loved like doing creative shit. You know what I mean? Like even.
But we have a creative school, man.
We do.
It's crazy.
Like, you know, Mr. Cini, shout out to.
Shout out to Mr. Cini, bro.
Like, it's just like even just being in theater and stuff like that. Production, we were fucking around a lot.
Literally, man.
So being creative, I was like, man, I want to do something very creative.
For real.
And then I got asked the question like, so what do you want to do after high school? You know when you're
of course,
11 and 12, they're like, what are you gonna do? And I'm
Get
like,
your life together question.
And I'm like, fuck, I don't know what to do.
And
then I'm like, you know what, I'll do film.
Sick.
You know, so and then I started doing films in the clubs. And then after the clubs, I started filming artists. When I was 17, I was out in the clubs still.
Wow.
Like, I remember having an exam the next day, and I was still out.
Dang, that's a vibe, man. Hey, anybody out there, if you're in the VC, if you hear a story like that, you guys are stressing about your exams, but I'm with this just doing in the club, bro, turning up doing videos, man.
Hey, no promotion today.
No promotion. We don't promote the culture like that, man. Stay in school, kids.
Stay in school.
Do your homework.
But just being on that when you're young, you're just like, fuck it, I'll do whatever it is. And you have a lot of energy as well.
The world is yours. Your mind's just like the world is yours.
Exactly. So doing that, when I was like just going out doing videos and then meeting celebrities, filming celebrities.
There were some celebrities you did.
They did like Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
He was a fucking asshole, bro.
Oh, no way. Bro, you see that side to him,
Yeah, you know, they have a saying, don't idolize, like when you meet your idols, the person who's left, it's true. But he was my idol, I didn't listen to this guy.
He's Nancy's mid anyway.
So, like, you know, they're just normal people, and they're very egotistic as well. It depends on the artist. I reckon now, like, any upcoming artist, they are more humble.
More humble, okay. They're more real.
They're more real, because they're kind of like, I'm getting into this fame world.
True. I feel like there's too many celebrities these days. You have YouTube celebrities, you have TikTok celebrities, everyone's a celebrity. So when you see a celebrity, it's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Back then it was like people used to be screaming, oh my God, they're in the building.
You got stars, you know. Stars back then, but now they're just,
Who's the most humble celebrity
I've ever met? Trinidad James.
Okay. Vibes. Okay.
I remember being like in the same hotel. We were like, I was in the room with him and stuff. And we were talking. I just asked him a question like, hey, how does it feel when like people say that you've changed? And it's like, bro, that's growth, you know?
Yeah.
And he just was able to give me that advice.
It was a deep conversation. That's sick,
So, and I was only like 18, 19 at the time, so I was just like, oh yeah, but for artists to give you a real life advice, it's like humble about it. So I appreciated that.
That's crazy because for most people, when the money changes, the people change. But it's pretty appreciated when you see celebrities that are a bit more humble on that side.
Exactly.
It's respectable. It's real.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
But speaking of celebrities, recently you gave visual art to Joey Badass.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was at his concert, I think back in when did he come? Was it 2016 the last time he came? Yeah. I remember I was at KFC and my boy was going in lining up with his girl. And his girl was 17 at the time, so she got barred at the door. Yeah. He calls me up at KFC. I tell my manager I'm sick, I'm leaving.
Right.
I leave. I call my grandma. My grandma drives me straight to the concert.
Yeah.
And I got in. But yeah, but tell me about that experience. That's just a random side story.
That's sick though.
Like, how was that, man?
That was insane. It was a whole 360 for me, you know? Like, he was the first international artist I filmed.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. And
back when was that?
That was 8 years ago.
That was when he came. That was when he first came.
Like, not his first time coming, but his second time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he still in that whole.
He would have been young.
Yeah, he was the same age I was, you know.
Oh wow.
And I was like, when I first shot him, I was like, oh my God, it's Joey Badass.
Yeah.
And I liked his music back then because I was like, oh.
Of course, he's old school, man.
He's old school, yeah.
Straight rap head, right?
And yeah, just meeting him again,
sick.
I actually explained the story to him. I said to him, I shot you like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh wow, like that's
insane.
Yeah. So, but it was a hustle, man. It was a hustle to give him
to that moment.
Yeah.
Like, so it wasn't pre-planned?
It wasn't pre-planned.
Oh, tell us how did that go down?
It wasn't pre-planned. Like, the only thing pre-planned about it was I heard that he was coming, and I was.
So you just sketched something up?
I just sketched something.
Wow.
I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just sketch and see where this takes me.
Yeah.
And then, and then I had like a week to kind of set myself up. And then I drew him on the last day, the day before he came.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, I'll just draw it up. Because I was contemplating. I'm like, should I not?
Yeah.
You know, you get self-doubts and stuff like that. So then, I met one of the tour guys that brought him down at the club. Because one of my friends was hosting him at the club.
Yeah. Hey, quick side note, bro. This guy I'm telling you, every time I see you, you're on some networking wave. I'm telling you, it's on some promotion. I'm doing this lately, or even when I saw you, you're like talking trophies. Hey, we should organize something. Right. This guy's always networking. I'm telling you, straight hustler, man. I respect that. I'm telling you, I had to pause your story right there. You're gonna respect a hustler when you see one, man. I'm telling you, bro.
You have to, man.
Yeah.
You have to, you know what I mean? Like, every day you can't be just.
You don't get opportunities like you did without having a heart that you did.
Yeah.
So, and if you're watching, bro, get your hustle on. Don't expect things to come to you. You make it work.
Exactly.
Respect
and if
that.
they come to you, take the opportunity.
Yeah, I respect that. Yeah, sorry, I paused. So you met a promoter at the club.
Yeah, and then I was like to him, hey man, I got an art piece that I want to give to Joey. At first he didn't believe me, you know, he was just, because I didn't have it on me. So he was just like, alright.
This guy's just saying.
This guy's talking shit, whatever. So then, and then afterwards, at the end of the night, I saw the van of where they're going to go to go back to the hotel. And I saw the tour manager. I brought out the art piece from my car, ran to it. I was like, like, this is what I did. And he's like, oh, this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a photo, send it to Joey's manager and see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, sweet. He took a photo and that. And then he's like, email me and then send me your details and come to the concert on Tuesday. So this was a Sunday.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So this was a Sunday. So I was like, all right, cool.
And they let you go to the concert for free.
Yeah. Right.
Win-win, man.
It's like,
it's already a win.
Like, so he was like, all right, cool. Just, send me your details.
Yeah.
For a whole day, I didn't get a message.
You're
off this
shattering,
guy.
yeah.
Shattering. Yeah. I was like, fuck this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and this is how God tests you. With patience and stuff. Yeah. It's amazing, bro. Like, you're like, oh You know, it's there, but it's not. So I was just like, fuck it, you know. And then I was like, should I just go to a concert and throw a T-shirt up there, you know? And just, fuck it, like just throw my T-shirt that I did of him.
Oh, no way.
And just throw it up on stage. And I was like, nah. And then I was like, how am I gonna get tickets? You know, I'm self-doubting everything. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. And then I'm walking to Woolworths and I hear my phone vibrate. I'm like, you know, I didn't give it no knowledge. And then I get a text message. And then I'm like, all right, I look at the text message. Hey, come meet me at 8 p.m. in front of the doors. We'll get you in. You get a chance to meet Joey. I'm like, sure. Just as soon as you say fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just got that.
Yeah, your heart was broken for a moment. Yeah.
And because, you know, you put in all this effort, you do all this chasing around, and then you're like, yeah. So, and then that was cool. So, yeah, that was, and then I met him, got to speak with him. And then I told him, 8 years ago, I shot you.
Yeah.
I was like, that's insane. And then groupies started coming in, and I'm like, back and bounce, you know?
All the fake fans come in now. Yeah. Ones that off on the last wave that he was like, that's it.
But I could see in his eyes as well, like, you know, when you see a celebrity, you're like, this person's fucking tired of doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Or because they go mainstream. Or,
of course.
Yeah, so I was like, having that conversation, having that energy with him, I'm just like, I could see he's
Plus, I think celebrities, I think your first tour they love, but after they've done a couple tours, when you hear it, they hate tours.
Exactly.
You always hear it, they hate touring. Touring's like the worst thing, but it makes the most money.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of artists, before they retire, they'll jump on some crazy tour. They'll do a world tour, and they're like 50 and they're dead. And it's like Snoop Dogg hasn't dropped a song in so long, it still does a world tour. Just to make that last bit of bread before they do it.
And then they leave it,
Oh, that's crazy. That must be sad when you see stuff like that, though. When you see them, like, they just look wrecked.
They look wrecked, they look depressed, they look fucked up,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Do you reckon is that one of your highlights for career-wise, or do you reckon that's... Okay, you got some more better highlights.
I've got stories.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, it depends on how much I want to get into it.
Yeah, what's your, that one that you want to share, what's your most, like, valued highlight? What's something that you value, holds close to your heart? You're like, no, this moment meant so much, not just to my career, but it meant a lot to my heart. That's a deep question, bro. I didn't have that written down. That one's off the dome.
That's a good question, man. I'll probably say actually doing the Jason Derulo videos.
Oh wow! Even though you hated the guy.
I hated the guy. Because you could see the hustle and just be like, fuck, that was worth it. You know, being young, so I was 19 as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I went out on one night, and it was a Thursday. I went to Miss Collins.
Yeah.
And then there was a bunch of Americans there, and it was an Italian night. I'm like, why the fuck?
Italian night. Yo.
So
Italians are partying in Melbourne on a Thursday night. That's a random one.
Yeah. So, and then I get there and I see a bunch of Americans. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'm thinking, what am I doing in an Italian night?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I see a bunch of Americans. And I'm like, who are these guys?
Yeah.
And one of the girls I knew, she went to the management and she said, hey, this guy's a videographer. And he was like, hey, meet me at the Hyatt Hotel, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
No way. And you got a gig like, was it paid or was it?
It was paid at the end. The way I got paid, it was American dollars too.
Oh, no way. So you weren't aware you were going to get paid the whole time?
No.
Wow.
No idea of it. So then, he goes 9 a.m. And now the time is like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I had my backpack with me, I had my camera shit, I had everything ready. I'm like, how the fuck, you know, am I gonna go back home and then come back to the city at this time? And I get back, I go to my friend, I said to him, hey man, he lives in Chapel. I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna come with you and then go to this gig in the morning. And then on the way there, I was like, fuck, I'm thinking, how am I gonna make it?
Yeah.
I got only like 4 hours of sleep. Charged up my stuff at his house. And then I was like, I woke up, I had like 2 hours of sleep. I woke up, got all the stuff ready. I get to the hotel and then the guy's like, yeah, I'm coming downstairs. He texts me.
Yeah.
Comes downstairs, we go up and then I see like this whole crew and then I see Jason Derulo and I'm just like, I'm not starstruck, but I'm like, It hit me when we got to the concert.
Okay.
Yeah. So all that was very important to me because like it just tells you just keep going.
Straight up.
Just keep doing your thing. Yeah.
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 That's crazy.
This is yeah.
And then you got paid American dollars.
I got paid American dollars.
Was it bank? Was it like, or was that for your age at the time? You're like, this is bank.
This is bank.
Oh,
At
wow.
my age, yeah. So I was like, this is bank, but I had to exchange it in the morning. I was like,
Oh, okay. So they gave you cash.
cash, yeah.
They gave you American. Okay. That's a vibe. That's crazy. Imagine getting a US cash, man.
Yeah, because I was just like, what the hell am I gonna?
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
That's sick, man.
but yeah,
But you hated the guy there.
I hated it because I didn't actually speak to him at all.
Never.
Never. I just said hi. That's it.
Okay.
And throughout the whole thing, I never spoke to him.
Hey, he just sits there, does his own thing.
Yeah, filming him at the gym, filming him at the concert, the rehearsal, the after party, all this.
Yeah.
And you could never speak with the guy just because you could tell the ego.
Hey, is the lifestyle realistic? Like the way they go gym, everything?
Yeah, I mean everything is.
Okay, they balance it out.
Yeah, so they start off with gym in the morning and then they go to rehearsal, and then after rehearsal they go back to the hotel, and then they get changed, and then they come out for the concert.
Yeah.
And then they do the concert, and then after the
party.
concert, after party, yeah.
That's
and then after
crazy.
party and back again, same
And how long do you have to do that for?
whole day.
Oh, just one whole day you had to do it
Yeah,
for?
yeah.
Okay, that's
I
insane.
was tripping out because I was like, how am I gonna charge my shit?
Yeah.
I was using another camera guy's charger.
No way.
Yeah.
And did that opportunity open up doors for more stuff, or was it just kind of like that was it for that one?
That was it for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It opened up recognition.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like
People appreciated your work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I never released it though. It's
no way.
unreleased, yeah. I still have the footage and everything.
Why didn't you release it?
It's too late.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. It's too late to do it now.
Yeah, it's too late. And then at the same time, I wanna like keep it for a very long time.
Yeah, so that's raw footage, man. That's like,
Yeah.
that's you when you're not even experiencing experience like that. You had experience, but like that's your first proper experience.
Yeah.
But you're talking about like the story behind it. What's the story behind this?
This is from Sudan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a student. She's a student that I met at Khartoum University.
Yeah.
And when I went back for a month, and it's got a deep quote to it, and it's about dreams and basically like a lot of students over there, they sacrifice a lot.
Yeah.
You know, their dreams, their goals, and all that. And so hearing their stories, walking around with them in the university and hearing their stories, some, you know, have to be an engineer just because they want to feed their family.
Yeah.
They don't really want to be that. So hearing her story was really amazing.
So it moved you.
It moved me.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, it talks about dreams. So we have a great opportunity to chase our dreams over here. A lot of people back home, they don't.
Yeah.
You know, so they actually have to do what they want to do, you know, what they have to do, sorry.
Yeah.
So that really just inspired me, and I was like, it represents, you know, the young youth over there,
of course,
the students over there that chasing.
Yeah. What's like one of the hardest stories you've had to face? Like you heard a story and you're like, nah, this is too deep. Like this is crazy.
Bro.
Like it actually hit you. I'm asking deep ass questions.
Yeah, you are, because
I ain't trying to get those service questions, bro. I'm trying to get deep. I'm trying to hear it.
one of the hardest stories
To hear, like maybe you faced like a crazy story. It could have been about someone's circumstance, what they're living through. Or maybe it could be someone saw your artwork and just reminded them of something that was painful to them or anything.
Man, I think the hardest story is my own story, bro.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, just going through my own stuff.
Yeah.
every day, and then just trying to face through it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you deal through your stuff through your art?
Yeah.
Is that your coping mechanism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Do you think like that, like, even though you express it, do you feel like you truly actually get to fully express it to the extent you need to?
Nah.
No.
There's always self-doubt. Shit,
Yeah.
Is this too much to share? Is this too little to share?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like, just being a creative, you think about it and you're like,
Yeah.
what should I do? Yeah.
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 Do you think there's many people that are relatable to you in the Melbourne scene? Or do you feel like you're just starting your own wave, especially with this whole digital art aspect?
Yeah.
Like, do you think there's many people out there actually like doing their thing in Melbourne? Or do you think it's like just a new wave that you're like pioneering basically?
Bro, honestly, Melbourne's Melbourne's a creative city. I really love Melbourne, but the only thing that I don't like about Melbourne is that it's cliquey.
Yeah,
It's so fucking cliquey. You know what I mean? Like, people are just too worried about, or it's either cliquey or there's one person that just wants to do it by themselves.
Of course, yeah.
You know, so they're not really helping each other out.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, we've heard that story millions of times, but how long? It's fucking boring.
There's so much. Yeah, I feel like there's so much ego and pride in the city.
Definitely.
Like people aren't willing to support other artists because they feel like it makes them look weak or it makes them look like they're not good anymore. Or it's like people say it's like meat riding. You're just meat riding everybody. But it's like, nah, man, showing love to other artists is such a beautiful thing.
It's amazing.
But I don't know why we actually look down on it, I feel like, in Melbourne.
And we're too invested in the US, UK. We're too worried about those, but we're not doing our own.
And we hate on people when they're doing their own thing in Melbourne.
Exactly.
Not even hate, like it's like a mental hate, it's subconscious. Like someone's killing it, they're doing their own thing, and it's just like, oh, we just diss it. But then like we're willing to act like a culture that's not even our own.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy to me.
Even the clique, like, you know, just say, for example, hey, you and me are friends, and then some other person you don't like, then I don't have to like them.
Yeah, of course.
Links together. It's all like, that's what Melbourne's like. So,
of course.
But that's one thing I don't like about it. It's just too cliquey. It's too cliquey. Yeah.
So is there a city that have you been out of Melbourne?
Yeah,
for sure. Is there a city you've been to and you're like, yo, this is the vibes, like creatively? Okay. Yeah, sick.
Because they work with what they got.
Yeah.
So they're like, fuck it, you know, man, I remember, like, it's just being back home is so helpful.
Yeah.
Everybody's helpful, you know? Like, my car battery died when I was driving there. I had like 16 niggas just pull out an open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's sick.
You know, just randomly. But that's what it is. It's a helpful, because you know the struggle. Here we don't struggle.
Yeah.
We don't struggle like overseas and stuff, you know? We're too stressed about like my Instagram likes, or
fact.
Not, you know, we're too just nonchalant things.
Instead of one artist that you never want to work with, who's one artist that like you have to work with at least one time in your life, and why?
One artist that I want to work with, I'd say damn, not a bad one, bro. These questions you can just pop them now.
Hey man, come on, there should be at least one artist out there that's, you know, you're like, yo, this is insane.
Because I used to look up to artists.
Of course.
Yeah.
Or maybe even an individual, someone who's just an influential figure in communities, or it could be anybody in this planet.
Right. Dead or alive?
Dead or alive, bro.
Dead or alive. Fucking, I'd like to work with Bob Marley, bro.
Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Rastafari.
You know what I mean? Just because he just lived freely about life.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, just understanding. He's like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, just the way he thinks about life is different.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it's free spirited.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
How's it doing, man?
Yeah.
Hey, but before we wrap it up, what is one thing that's, you know, up and coming that you want to promote, or even just one thing that's, you know, people should keep an eye out for Moey Eltom in the city?
It's definitely the digital art.
Yeah.
Definitely that. Also,
are you gonna gem a page where people can buy it or anything like that?
See, it's exclusive at the moment. I want to make it exclusive.
Okay.
So you're not only gonna get it, you know, like everybody else. It's like one-to-ones or twos. Yeah.
So do you have any galleries coming up or anything, or even just shoot a DM to your profile if, you know, they see something?
Yeah, shoot a DM if you see something. Okay. You could go on the website as well, moeyeltom.com. Yeah. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all that. You can go on that, and then as well, you can just, if you see me, just be like, I want one of your piece. Don't see me when you're out and drunk and shit.
Hey, don't be on that drunk energy. Hey, man, I love your word, dog. Don't be on that fake buying. I want to buy some stuff. Like, literally show love. Like, we'll have a link to it. So to his Instagram as well, we'll pop that up as well. So make sure that you follow him, message him. If you see a post and you think it's crazy, share it around, man. Let's show love to artists in our city. But bro, keep killing it. We love it. And is there anything else you just want to quickly pop out there?
To answer your last question, the other question, I wouldn't want to work with Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, yo, why?
That nigga's ugly.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Melon, bro. Hey, Jay-Z, man. Ain't no Illuminati triangles up in here, bro. Ain't no
No matter how much money you have,
Yeah.
just your energy's off. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I respect that. Hey, man, we appreciate having you on, bro. It's even good because for me, it's, you know, like, bro, you're someone that went to my high school. And even when I was younger in high school, there's always that older generation that kill it creatively. And that always inspires the younger generation. So just thank you for doing your thing, bro. You don't actually understand the impact you have on people's lives. So, bro, keep doing your thing. It's crazy, and we appreciate you. But thank you for coming on. Make sure you like, share, subscribe again. Make sure write some comments if you miss Rabo or anything. But to be honest with you, brother, hey, we appreciate having you guys on board. Take care.